drove off the bat. Maybe this Freeze guy's a better bet for us. You keep talking like that, I'm gonna kick your ass so hard. Is that what I think it is?
I'll need to evacuate this lab of cryovapor before the lockdown protocol on this door is disengaged. There's more going on here than a simple accident. This security guard's skin has the same blue coloration as Freeze's. I should set up a crime scene. Data analysis indicates that he died from heat stroke, but the control room doesn't show signs of overheating. This is some kind of crystallized chemical residue. Traces lead back into the lab. The trail ends here. I should scan for more evidence. Two men struggled. One of them ran out of the lab. That would be the dead security guard I found. These palm prints are a match for Victor Freeze. He must have watched the security guard die. Freeze scavenged what he needed from various prototypes to build himself a super-cooled survival suit. Extreme pressure built up inside the tank when ice sealed these outtakes. It appears that this guard was frozen by the cryovapors from the resulting explosion. The evidence suggests the guard was frozen before the tank ruptured, perhaps by Freeze's cryocannon. These DNA traces are a match for Victor Freeze. Spatter analysis suggests a blunt impact. Someone assaulted Freeze with a weapon. The cannon was knocked over and fired. When the tank exploded, it released a plume of cryochemicals. The plume enveloped Freeze and the guard, but the shockwave knocked the assailant clear. I need to find that weapon. It may have evidence I can use to identify the assailant. DNA analysis confirms the gun was used to bludgeon Victor Fries, and fingerprint analysis shows Ferris Boyle. It was Ferris. Something was wheeled through this fluid, possibly a gurney. The fluid must have frozen almost immediately for these tracks to have been preserved. Fries was secretly doing research on Huntington's Korea, but this is a cryogenic weapons lab. The test subject was Nora Fries. Now I know what happened here. Boyle hired Victor to help advance the secret cryoweapons program within GothCorp. In exchange, Boyle agreed to devote GothCorp resources to finding a cure for Nora's Huntington's. But Boyle was more interested in how Victor had managed to put Nora into cryostasis. When Victor realized that Boyle had no intention of following through on their deal, he decided to do the Huntington's research himself. But Boyle didn't like that. The cryochemical cocktail altered Victor's metabolism, as well as the guards. Boyle escaped ahead of the plume and had the lab quarantined. Victor survived, but he knew that leaving the supercooled lab would kill him. So he built himself a suit and utilized an organic supercoolant to keep his core temperature sub-zero. All this violence. He's just trying to save his dying wife. The supercoolant Victor uses in his suit is the same fluid I need for the cryo drill. Alfred, send Gordon the evidence I've gathered on Boyle's crimes.
I'm sorry, Master Bruce. I know you had high hopes for what Ferris could do for Gotham.
That doesn't matter now. Victor's plan was never to kill Boyle. He needs Boyle's security access to get his wife out of GothCorp. That's all he wants.
And now, you're going to stop him?
I have to.
And are you still going to need that gurney?
I am. But not for Victor.
You know what I'm gonna do when I get out of here? I'm gonna have Candy pour me a nice hot bath, and then I'm gonna drown you in it.
I'm trying, boss. This ice is tough.
Or you completely and utterly dead. What are you waiting for? Are you waiting for a personal invitation? Come on now, remind me what I paid.
Boss wants it dead.
Come on, you got the price, yeah? Say, it's yours. I'm gonna make your life a living hell. You hear me, you pointy-head freak? You're gonna get me on this damn iceberg?
You're good right where you are.
But you can't leave me here. I'll freeze to death.
Not my problem.
Oh, so you come back to gloat, have you? Oh, I'll hang you with that bloody cape. You hear me? Oh, you're a cold-hearted bastard, you know that? alive, man! I'm freezing to death! Let's be reasonable. You're not gonna let me die now, are you? Are you?
Stage critical failure in stage 2. Fueling process. Emergency protocols in effect.
Dangerously low, all I want was to protect Nora.
Giving you the code. I'll see you both dead before I give you a damn thing.
Then join me in my fate and freeze.
Peter, Victor. Please. You've got nothing. No money, no resources. Everything around you I built. Without me, you'd still be turning animals into ice cubes. You stole from me, Victor. You thought I'd just let that go.
You still have time, Boyle. Or are you so empty you have nothing to live?
Victor, you have to let him go.
I'm taking my wife. You can't stop me.
I know the truth, and so will the police. Boyle will face judgment for his crimes.
It was an accident. You don't know what you're talking about. What?
Nothing matters. Do you understand? Nothing but my Nora.
You've endangered lives all over this city. Nora would never have wanted this.
No. What she wants is to live a long life in the warmth of the sun. Her hand in mine. And because of him, she'll only feel the icy touch of a man whose emotions run as cold as the blood in his veins.
Where are the rest of you? Get in here and honor our Origins.
Sir, you can overload those cryogenerators using your thermal gloves. Look for the control panels.